Spread love, man.
Let me tell you why. Let me say this. Let me tell you why now. John Singleton was doing his movie Poetic Justice, and he asked, "Would I come out to Los Angeles and do a cameo?" I walked out of my trailer that morning, and there was one young man cursing like you could see the blue come out of his mouth. Ooh. And then he and another fellow, they were at each other's throats. They had each other's clothes. So I went up to one young man and I said, "Excuse me, may I speak to you?" He said, "I wouldn't give." I said, "I understand that. But may I speak to you for a minute?" He said, "If these move," I said, "Uh-huh. I've heard that before. But do you know how important you are? Do you know that our people slept, lay spoon fashion in the filthy hatches of slave ships, in their own and in each other's excrement and urine and menstrual flow, so that you could live 200 years later? Do you know that? Do you know that our people stood on auction blocks so that you could live?" He said, I said, "No, but I just want to, when's the last time anyone told you how important you are?" And he started the tears started to come out. I had no Kleenex or anything, so I just wiped his face with my hands and talked to him. And Miss Janet Jackson came. She said, "Dr. Angelo, I don't believe you actually talked to Tupac Shakur." So I didn't know Tupac Shakur. I didn't know Six Pack. I have never heard the name. Because in my life and my age group, you understand, I didn't know that. Tupac's mother wrote me a letter. She said her son had called her right after I had spoken to him, and she wanted to thank me. She said, "You may have saved his life, and I thank you, Dr. Angelo."
In that one story, she painted a more human picture of him than the entire media did during his career, you know. People were afraid of Tupac. The media made him like he was this scary thing, and she talked about him like he was a young man in a confusing and difficult situation. And that's kind of what I like about Dr. Angelo.
Spread love, man.